Trans journalist India Willoughby she claims to have reported author JK Rowling to the police for an alleged hate crime. What's the hate crime? For misgendering her in online posts.
Well, Miss Rowling refused to refer to Willoughby as a woman when engaging with online debate about all-female locker rooms.
But the Harry Potter author has responded, claiming that Willoughby's obsessive targeting of her may meet the legal threshold for harassment.
Oh, good, more police action. Each way, tit for tat. Well, let's discuss this with the co-founder and executive director of Sex Matters, Maya Forstater. Maya, this is an extraordinary case. Why on earth are Twitter rows spilling out into our legal system and police?
Well, India said that he reported JK Rowling for misgendering. Whether the police take that seriously as a crime, it's yet to be seen. But people are using the police as their own private force to harass other people. JK Rowling, of course, can say that India Willoughby is a man. There's no crime.
See, Tom here...
Well, I rolled
didn't
my
like
eyes
it when you said he.
When you pointedly said he as the second word in your set. That was clearly deliberate. That was clearly provocative. I mean, well, it's just not very nice.
Well, you may say that, and that's fine. But as long as the police don't come knocking on my door, I don't care if you roll your eyes. Go ahead, roll.
That's fair enough. I think we can absolutely agree there. I don't think the police should be involved in any of this. But isn't there a point here about what JK Rowling was saying? 2 years ago or 3 years ago, when JK Rowling sort of entered this form of debate, she would refer, I think, to trans people by the way in which I think most decent people would say, if a trans woman wants to be called she, we'll call you she. It seems that JK Rowling has gone beyond that now. Has sort of gone down a path away from a more moderate position that she expressed when she first went into this debate, what some would describe as going down a rabbit's hole.
Is that true, Maya?
I think people are free to choose to use their own words, and JK Rowling is one of our best writers. She's very clear which words she chooses. India Willoughby is acting like an angry, woman-hating man. He is going after JK Rowling's appearance, my appearance, the appearance of the women who had lunch with JK Rowling last year, calling us frumpy, calling us fat, talking about our shoes. That's the kind of thing that you get from women-hating men. And in order to say this is the behaviour that we're seeing, it's necessary to call him he.
Maya, India has also perpetrated this alleged crime with the misgendering.
Apparently so, yes. I think India called Debbie Hayton he, who is another trans-identified man. It's clearly, pronouns are not a crime. What India has done more seriously is he tweeted what van would be large enough to kidnap JK Rowling, Joanna Cherry and myself, referring to me as mayo potato. I mean, it's childish, but it's also scary to have a man talking about kidnapping you on the internet.
I think the words that India Willoughby have used are horrible, and it really shows the depth that this debate has plunged to online. But isn't what?
But do you think JK Rowling is a transphobe?
Yes, I do actually now.
You think she's a transphobe?
I didn't when she first came out and wrote that tweet where she was like, live as you want. If you're discriminated, I'd march with you. All that sort of stuff. She used to present a much more moderate position on her views, and I think a position that I think a lot of people would moderately say, absolutely, in sport, let's have this discussion. In certain areas,
but you don't even like it when it comes to sport.
But now she walks around calling trans women he.
Maya, has JK Rowling become an extremist?
I think she's just being clear. I mean, the thing is, Tom, there are all kinds of words for talking about men: male, boy, he. They all mean the same thing. And all of them have been called transphobic. So, you're talking about pronouns, but in order to talk about why we don't want men in female sports, we need to be able to say that they're men, that they're male. And all
Maya, can I just ask you, we're running out of time, but do you think, you know JK Rowling, you've had many discussions with her, do you think that she has moved from the position that she first announced a few years ago? Do you think she agrees with you more than she used to?
I think she still respects everyone's human rights, but she's trying to be clear about the difference between men and women. And that means we need to be able to use clear language.
Well, thank you very much indeed for your time, Maya Forstater. Great to speak to you. Stay with us because we're going to be debating next whether the ISIS bride Shamima Begum should be allowed to return to the UK. The UN has had a lot to say about this.